Hey everybody, Bill Sack here, your favorite attorney with the Firearms Policy Coalition legal team. As many of you are no doubt aware, the Biden administration has been threatening for months that they would be pursuing new ATF regulation on unfinished firearm frames and the self-manufacturing of firearms. Well, this past Friday, the Department of Justice finally published the Notice of Proposed Rulemaking and Request for Public Comment on ATF Rule 2021R-05, entitled Definition of Frame or Receiver and Identification of Firearms. This rule would, if codified, severely infringe and burden the right of law-abiding Americans to keep and bear arms, as well as give the ATF new powers beyond the law enacted by Congress, particularly with respect to self-built firearms. The proposed rule seeks to broadly redefine firearm frame or receiver and frame or receiver to expand the number and types of items that the ATF would consider regulated firearms. It would amend ATF's definition of firearm and gunsmith to give the federal government more control over guns, gun owners, and those who provide critical services. It would codify new definitions of terms such as complete weapon, complete muffler or silencer device, privately made firearm, and readily for purposes of law enforcement and prosecution, and as a result, put people in much greater legal risk. It would radically change ATF's regulations on firearm marking, engraving, and record keeping, and allow the ATF to grant itself legal authority to issue new anti-Second Amendment rules and regulations outside of the APA regulatory process. Now that the proposed rule has been formally published, it's open season for submitting your comments. It's critical that the Biden ATF hear from every single freedom-loving American while the limited comment period is open. But listen, there are a few things to remember when submitting your comment. First, keep it unique. Copy and pasted replies don't generate the same amount of attention, and they may even be automatically deleted before they get read. Also, despite the urge to tell the ATF what you really think about them, please keep your comments as civil and professional as possible. Trust me, we know better than anyone how hard that may be, but level-headed responses will simply get more attention. Now, after you've submitted your comment, get others involved. Ask your friends and family to visit fightatf.com and submit their own comments. As always, the FPC legal team stands ready to respond if the ATF finalizes any unlawful and unconstitutional rule. Right now, however, it's your job to help and avoid that necessity altogether. I'm Bill Sack, your favorite attorney with the Firearms Policy Coalition legal team, asking you to visit fightatf.com and submit your comments.